Welcome back to this new episode of Recess Podcast. And today we are here with Sarah Batman. Can I call you like that?
Yes.
Me and Sarah used to work together for many, many years in a bar here in Miami, a notorious bar, then we don't gonna say the name. But I wanted Sarah to come and be part of this podcast because she's the nerdiest friend I have. So I guess she can teach us something about gaming, about anime, manga, and she have a super cool business. And we're gonna talk about it in a minute. So welcome, Sarah. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I feel like I haven't seen you in fucking forever.
I know it has been a really, really long time. I miss you.
I know. I miss you too. So let's dig in immediately. Can you introduce yourself and tell us which kind of nerdy are you?
Okay. My name is Sarah, or Triceratops, like the dinosaur. Easy to remember. I am super into, as you can see, Batman and comics.
Yeah. Your background is crazy.
I know. I consider myself, I don't know, I feel like I'm just a regular nerd. I mean, I love everything. I love Star Wars, Harry Potter, DC over Marvel. Sorry.
What it mean? Can you what that mean? 'Cause I don't know anything about.
So there's just like this thing. It's like DC comics, and then there's Marvel comics, and
Okay.
a lot of people like both. I mean, I've watched like Avengers and all this other stuff, but I'm more DC. So I like to read more DC comics over Marvel. It's just like, and people just like to fight just to like start conversations.
Do you remember for the first for Frank's first birthday, I got him a comic. Was that DC or was that Marvel?
Which one did
You
you get
remember
him?
that signed by what's the name of the guy that did all the comics? Stan Lee?
That's Marvel.
That's Marvel.
Yeah.
So okay, so we're no friends anymore here.
No, we are. It's just a fun thing to say. It's just also like, when people say sub or dub, or they say like stuff like that. It's just like things to start fighting talk. It's fun. It's fun to be argumentative.
Okay. So one thing we can say, you're a nerd.
Yes.
What exactly like nerd means? Like it's.
I
How
mean,
do we
I
explain
feel like it's different now because in pop culture, I think it's cool to be a nerd now. There's a lot of like rappers and there's a lot of celebrities that they show like, oh, this is like my super rare Pokemon card, or like Megan Thee Stallion, like she's like a huge nerd. She watches anime. Back when I was in middle school though, and high school, you would get teased for watching anime, or like even with us, like I'm not that you guys teased me. It's just that when at the
I
bar,
totally did.
I'm the only one that watched anime or like stuff like that, and so you guys would always like look at me like, what is wrong with you? What are you talking about? Why are you obsessed with like these cartoon characters?
Because I think it's not that accessible. I mean, most of them like are based in Japan, correct? It's like from a Japanese or like Asian culture. So I start like seeing a little bit more anime when you start like showing me like your blue boyfriend.
The blue boyfriend that Jen is referring to is Thrawn from Star Wars, but not the live action Thrawn. Okay, I like Star Wars Rebels Thrawn, or book trilogy Thrawn.
Yeah, beside you, it's my husband, and sometimes
he's my fourth husband.
My husband?
No, he's my fourth. My fourth.
Your fourth husband. Sorry. Oh, who are the other three?
So it's Batman, Vegeta, Zoro, Thrawn, Guts from Berserk.
You have a bunch of husbands.
I have, yeah.
Do they know about you?
I hope so. In my dreams.
That's so funny. I remember when you tried to drag me to go to watch some movie.
Yeah.
And I politely declined.
Politely declined.
Go with my husband, because my husband is super nerdy, and you guys are like this.
Yeah,
bread
we
and
went
butter.
to go see Dragon Ball superheroes. Dragon Ball superheroes.
That's so funny. I love it. What's your favorite anime?
So currently, it would have to be One Piece if I
Okay.
have to pick one. But Dragon Ball Z because nostalgia, and I just Dragon Ball Super, the manga. I was really looking forward to it continuing, but um, the creator he passed away. So
Oh.
it's kind of like in limbo of what's going to happen with
Hmm.
the franchise. But yeah, Berserk also is one of my tops, which is also one of Frank's favorites.
I
Berserk,
know.
I would love to see it adapted into an anime, like a good anime, other than like the one from the 90s. But yeah, so those would
Yeah.
probably be my top three.
I remember, I think Netflix did a TV show about One Piece. I think I watched a couple of episodes.
So One Piece currently has over 1,000 episodes. It's a
Oh,
lot.
wow.
But so I got into One Piece I guess kind of recently compared to it being on air for like over 20 years because it was during the pandemic. And I watched, at the time, there was only 995 episodes, and I watched it all in like 3.5 months.
999 episodes. And how long is each episode?
Um, I mean, if you cut the open, like the recap, and if you cut the end, I would say it's maybe only like 20 minutes. You
Okay,
can kind of like,
reasonable.
yeah, you can kind of go through it pretty quickly if you're determined.
And do you watch the anime in Japanese with subtitles, or they do also like the voiceover like in English?
I'm not like a purist. I feel like there are some people who are, oh, I only watch it in Japanese, and
Frank.
then and then they make fun of everyone else who watches it in English dub. But there are certain anime where I feel the voice actors are really, really good.
Hmm.
And so there are certain shows where I'll watch in English, and then there are certain shows that I'll watch in Japanese. One Piece, I started in English, and then I had to switch over to Japanese only because the English dub wasn't caught up. But
Okay.
one of my favorite voice actors, Chris Sabat, he's the voice of Vegeta. He does the voice of Zoro, which are so happens to be my two husbands. But he's like a really great voice actor. So I'll watch anything that he does, like in English.
In if you could be like an anime for a day, right? In which anime, movie, or cartoon you envision yourself?
I don't know, because this is where my mind gets really nerdy. Like, am I a human? Do I have powers? Like, am I
It's
just
up to
thrown in
you.
there and I just have to like? So if I'm just thrown into a world and it's by the luck of the universe, whether I'm a basic ass human or whether I have devil fruit powers or something, it all depends. But I feel like the safest, I don't even know. You don't watch a lot of anime, so a lot of these worlds are kind of scary. Like if you're just a human. I feel like I would want to be in the world of One Piece because just the sound of like the adventure seems really, really fun.
One Piece is the boat one, right? The
The
pirate.
pirates, yeah.
You see,
And
I know something.
yes. Because if I was to be thrown in Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta's already taken. He's married. He has two kids. Can't just come in and be a homewrecker.
You can do
Uh,
whatever you want, honestly.
um, yeah, probably no, probably One Piece because just going out into like the open sea and going on an adventure with your friends and fighting the good fight. It's
Hmm.
it's deep. You should watch it, Jen. One Piece
I
is
mean, I
great.
watch I watch few episodes of the TV show on Netflix because everybody pumped it so much. So I was like, well, maybe like it's worth it to watch. And actually it's cool, like the way they did it and everything, but I just don't understand the story. Like
Well,
I
because
probably should start
okay,
from the
so like
beginning.
if I had to explain One Piece, it's so hard because it's so deep. Like it's about like corruption in like politics and the world government. It's about there's like slavery, there's racism. It's like really, really deep. And
Hmm.
so at first I was super against watching One Piece because like as a kid growing up, it's like, oh, this is a stupid show. It's like this stretchy man, like it's gonna be something dumb. But when you actually sit down and watch it from like the beginning, it's like, oh my gosh, there's way more story than you could have ever imagined. And I think that's why I really like it. It's like one of my favorites.
And how did you start watching anime? And you remember how old you were?
Yeah, did you ever watch Cartoon Network? There was this late night thing called like Toonami.
I mean, I grew up in Italy.
Oh,
So I
so I don't know,
remember we used to
maybe.
have something like Cartoon Network, but growing up, I used to watch um Zorro, which is Zorro.
Hmm.
It's called Zorro, right, in English. I used to watch Sanpei, which is like a fishing man,
Oh.
the Tiger Man. Is that anime or is that manga? Because maybe it's a manga. Like, what's the
So
difference?
anime is like on TV. It's an animated Japanese cartoon, and then manga would be like equivalent to like the comics. So
Okay,
it's
so
something
yeah,
you read.
was an anime, and it's, I mean, super old like TV show. I repeat, called like Tiger Man. You never watch it? It was a cool one. There was like this guy during the day. He was kind of like Batman. Daytime he was like super fresh, super clean, and nighttime he will wear his tiger mask and go and fight like bad people.
Oh, cool.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
So I don't know about this Cartoon Network because I grew up in Italy.
yeah. Well, so like I always watch stuff like on like TV, but it wasn't until I guess like the end of my middle school going into high school, I we were on break and I just wanted to get into like I wanted to just watch something because I wanted to pass the time. Because I wasn't at school or I didn't. Nah, I had friends, but like I just wanted to watch something.
Yeah,
So I went to Tower Video. It's like equivalent to like a Blockbuster. Except I really enjoyed Tower Video.
because you grew up in Hawaii, correct?
I grew up in Hawaii, yeah.
Okay.
And so when I went to Tower Video, I'm like just this middle schooler, and I asked the guy, "Oh, what is an anime that you highly recommend?" And his first recommendation was Berserk, which is not something that you would normally probably show a child, but
Okay.
I borrowed it, and it was the 1997 version. So it's pretty violent. It's pretty hardcore. It has very adult themes, and that was the first series that I watched from beginning to end because I like actively went out and like found an anime and not just watching some episodes on TV. So after that, I was just hooked. I was like, "Oh my god, this is so great!" And
You loved it.
I loved it. It was because I was just so like enthralled with like the story of it, and I don't know, maybe that's why I like all these tragic characters now because that was like the first anime that I went out and watched. So
How old you were?
I don't know. I guess I was like 12. How old are you in after eighth grade? We're going
I
into.
mean, again, went to school in Italy. We don't have
I'm
grades
trying to
like
think.
that.
Okay, wait. Uh, 13 maybe. Yeah, 13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay, well, pretty young. So you've been an anime passionate for like quite some time right now.
Yeah.
And is there a character you related to or totally stan?
I don't know because I feel like a lot of the characters that people enjoy or like people love reading about or watching are characters that aren't necessarily us, but like who we want to be. Because
Mm-hmm.
like you know me, I'm kind of quiet unless like you're a friend, then I'll just like start blabbing and talking about all this stuff, and or unless I'm playing games, I turn into a different person. I would get canceled sometimes, like if I were talking shit online and I'm playing. But like in real life, I'm more reserved and I don't know. Like I feel like a character that I don't know, maybe Chopper from One Piece because he's shy and then he's like this cute little, like, I don't know if you've seen him, like he's like a little deer and he has like a blue
No,
hat. But he's
no.
like super shy, but like when someone compliments him, he's like, no, stop. But like secretly, like you're like, oh my gosh, yay, they're saying something nice about me. Um,
Yeah.
so maybe Chopper. But again, like I feel a lot of characters that, we watch or we read about, like, are characters that we don't necessarily feel like that is us, but maybe who we want to be.
Yeah.
So, but I
Well,
guess maybe Chopper because
I'm
he's
gonna
cute.
I'm gonna definitely check that out after this interview. I'm gonna go downstairs and watch at least one episode of One Piece. I promise.
One Piece is hard though because like I said, it's so much story, but you have to watch from the beginning, and 1,000 episodes is very intimidating. And there are a lot of episodes where it's just the pacing is really really bad, so um it's kind of like hard for someone who's new to anime. I
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't recommend One Piece to someone just starting like their anime journey,
What
just
would you
because.
recommend for someone that want to learn more about anime?
Um, so if anyone is listening, I feel like they might be like, "Oh, why are you recommending this? You should recommend all the OG stuff." Which, yes, the OG stuff is great, but again, to a new person in this day and age, I would probably recommend the kind of newer things. So even like the Netflix anime, I feel are really good. So like Castlevania is amazing. It's beautiful art. Um, I would probably go with that. Jujutsu Kaisen. Um, I know manga readers. I know, but at least the first season is like really, really good. So I would recommend that also. So maybe those two just to like get your feet
Mm-hmm.
wet. Full Metal
Okay.
Alchemist. You can't go wrong. That's an OG one, but that one will forever stand the test of time. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
you could you might enjoy that one also because I know you, so I'm trying to like go based off of things that you're not going to be like, this is stupid. Like,
Yeah.
because yeah, because again, you're just starting out, so I want to kind of give you good recommendations where it's not like, what are we watching, why
Too
do people like
complicated
this?
or
Yeah,
like too long or too problematic because
yeah,
for what I understand, like One Piece is probably
it's
for
One
people
Piece
they
is
already.
intimidating even for anime fans that have been watching
Yeah.
anime for a really long time.
Yeah.
So I would probably recommend Castlevania.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
It's on
Uh,
Netflix.
it's on Netflix.
Good.
Um, Jujutsu Kaisen, because that is kind of a good little doorway into the anime world. It's beautiful. It's action. It's funny. And then we can see if like your tastes in anime men.
I like the name Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. And then yeah, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I
That one
heard
is
that. Full
that one
Metal
is
Alchemist, I heard that.
that one is like an OG one. I feel like you could enjoy
I'm
that
gonna
one.
enjoy that. Well, I'm gonna put it on try
Yeah.
and I'm
I
gonna
feel like
blame you if I didn't
those
like it.
those would be good starters for you.
Okay. I appreciate the selection. That's awesome. Clearly you know a lot about what the fuck we're talking about. What's one anime moment that hit you emotionally?
Like which anime like made me cry or
Yeah, like there is like one moment in any anime like movie or cartoon that you ever watch that hit you so hard and you get like so emotional about it. Like what was like somebody that dies or somebody that become like a fucking butterfly.
I feel like there are actually there's a lot in One Piece. Um I don't want to do spoilers, but there's just different, like I said, so One Piece gets pretty deep, and there are certain things, like when Luffy stands up to just this. Basically, if you just imagine like the shittiest, awful most repugnant type of person. I'm sure we can think of a person that's in power, right?
Oh,
They're in power. I know.
are we talking about Bodega or are we talking about anime still?
No, so we're talking. Okay, so in the anime, there's like so again, there's like parts where there's these people called celestial dragons. They're basically like the untouchable like people in the world. They're like the top.
Okay.
And so there's like a scene where Luffy just like stands up to like no one's doing anything, and Luffy just stands up and like punches him like right straight in the face. That moment like had me crying. There's like deaths that have me crying. It's just like when people stand up for what is right, when
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of times people don't. Uh, I get emotional over that. There are a lot of times when there's like a death that I know everyone has cried over. Like if you didn't cry in this part in One Piece, you're not human. I'm not gonna say it just in case you want to like watch. I don't want to
Yeah.
spoil it, but there is one specific like death um, where it's like going down and like everyone's crying.
Yeah. Did you get
But
over it yet,
there's
or are you still thinking about it?
I mean, if you played the music, I would probably cry, like just thinking about it. It's just like how well it's done, like to show like this friendship and how far like people have come together. And but
Mm-hmm.
like that specific one, I know a lot of everyone has cried. There's moments in, I mean, there's just so many. Like there, even
Yeah.
in Full Metal Alchemist, there's
Mm-hmm.
one where it's like a scene where how could someone do this, you know? And it's just like there's a lot of moments in anime. It's not just like silly, and it's not just you know fighting and like being loud and all like these crazy animations and graphics and stuff. But there are layers, and I feel like it gets really deep. So
Of course.
there's a lot.
And after, like, you start, like, get passionate about it, like, of course, it's like watching a TV show. Like, I will lie to you if I tell you that I never cried watching like Shameless or like Sex and the City. Like, we
Yeah.
all have our moments, so I think it's pretty normal. And I wanted to ask you, because I watched a video um where you explain the controversy about Superman, right? So I wanted to ask you to explain further, like, why that picture was so controversial and why a bunch of people that, love anime, love manga, comics, or whatever, had the need, like, to stand up and, like, straight the record.
It was just silly, I feel. Comics so comics have has always like reflected real world issues. X-Men has always showcased like, you know, racism and discrimination, and the fear that people have just because someone's different. There's in comics you have literally Captain America punching Hitler. Like it's always been there. And when Superman came out, uh, news channels wanted to all of a sudden say that Superman was woke, and saying that, he's so basically the director said that he is an immigrant, which he is. Like he's a fictional character, okay? But like in technical terms, yes, he is not of this earth. He came here. And so that makes him an immigrant. It is what it is. And so certain news channels got upset because of that word, and they're like, oh well, now this is a political statement. They're trying to make this about the wars and all this stuff, and Superman needs to go back to where he came from. And it's like, Superman's not real. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
why this is being headlined on the news as like this insane story of like Superman coming here, and like now he needs to go back. Like, where is he going to go back to? His fake, fictional, blown up planet? Like, I don't know why this was news. And it's just silly to me that some news people were like, oh, he has MS-13 on his cape. And like, oh, does he even
For
have like, a social security? Like, it's stupid. It was just dumb. Like, Superman is just a movie about being a good person. Like, just be good, just
Yeah.
do good. And they just wanted to turn it into something else. So I just felt like I needed to say something, like just post my
Yeah, of
video,
course.
because it was silly. It's a movie about Superman being Superman. Like, he's just trying to be good in a
Hmm.
world where, like, people might not want him, but he still wants to be good. And I feel like
Yeah,
that's what everyone should do, you know?
of
But
course.
certain people want to blow things up and
Hmm.
so
And create,
and create,
narrative
yeah, exactly.
and chaos online. I think like that happens every day. I also thought that that was associated to the picture, than the White House posted.
I thought that was I just like I don't understand what is happening here. I don't care. Like, if you are left, if you are right, I feel like whatever, you shouldn't have a loyalty to just either side. I feel like we've lost some sense of like what is just right and wrong. It's not,
Humanity,
you know,
humanity, and
it's
compassion.
it's all about loyalty to a certain party, and I don't think
Hmm.
that's right. And
Yeah.
I feel like some people have lost their backbone to criticize when they should
Hmm.
criticize. And so right now, like with that picture, I just thought that was so silly. It's like there's so many things going on, and you want to post some meme of the president being Superman when he's not really doing anything that would be warranted of Superman's like
Yeah.
things, that he would
Especially
be
because we
doing.
say that Superman, it's not an legal alien.
Like, so it just doesn't make any sense of like everything
I
that's
know.
happening. And
I know.
yeah,
I know. There is a lot, and it don't make sense. But yeah, we're gonna stop here with the politics because otherwise, we're
otherwise
gonna
it'll
be
be an
banned.
extra 5 hours because
Yeah, and I
today
cannot talk
is
about politics, as
no,
you
it's
know.
fine, it's
So,
fine.
so after anime, one of your biggest passion is gaming online. What's your favorite game of all of time?
Okay, so I used to really enjoy playing Call of Duty, and I feel like some people,
Okay.
they're like, "Oh, Call of Duty, like that's so lame." But no, like I really enjoyed just completely massacring people online. It just brought me such great joy. Um, to anyone that's listening, it was even more impressive because I play on the lowest sensitivity possible. I play on one sensitivity. In newest
What
Call
that means?
So basically when you play a game, you have your controller settings,
Mhm.
and for playing online like shooters or multiplayer games, you want to be able to like turn really quickly because if someone's shooting you in the back, you want to be able to like completely turn around and like shoot them back.
Okay.
But I get motion sickness and I get really nauseous when I play. So I've always had to play on the absolute slowest sensitivity, which means I turn like I'm stuck in molasses.
Like in
And
slow-mo.
yeah. And so of all the years that I've been playing, I have never met a single person that plays on the slow sensitivity as I do. But because I've played since high school, Call of Duty on that sensitivity, I just got better with it. And so
Hmm.
I loved bragging to people when I kill them or whatever that I'm playing on this low sensitivity.
Hmm.
And I don't know, there's just something fun about like gaming with your friends and just I don't know. It was fun before talking shit and everything, but now Call of Duty is different. Like it's a bunch of hackers and it's just a bunch of I don't know. It's just not the same. But my favorite game, I guess, currently would have to be Baldur's Gate 3. It is a game that I would not normally have played because I'm not really into like RPG type stuff,
Hmm.
but I just kept getting recommend like everyone just kept suggesting it and oh my god, Jen, it is like
It's
the
good.
best. It is one of the best games I have ever played ever. It's
What you have to do, like explain me how that works.
so you are set in this world, and every decision that you make changes like the story.
Okay.
And you can have so many different outcomes, and there's because there's so many characters that you interact with. If I were to like interact with one character, my relationship with that character would then change other aspects of like the story. So it's so layered, and it's just so well written and created with so many free options. I just thought like my mind was blown. Plus the graphics
Mhm.
are really cool. Plus you can have sex with people. It's so bizarre.
It
And like
is.
so like if you and that's not the point of the game. The point's not to just like, but like it is a possibility. So when you have like when you develop a friendship or a relationship with a character, you can then set a romantic relationship because you hit like these tiers. But it's
It's
just
like The
that's what I
Sims.
mean. Huh?
It's like The Sims. You can make
It's
them.
not, because it's like there are certain you have to do certain things, but like it actually changes the story, and it like helps with the story. And so it's I'm just blown away by like how the developers created such a well layered game that
Hmm.
is and it doesn't take away from the game. Like you cannot have sex if you don't want to. Like it's so and
That will be a
the
little bit unethical.
and like no it's so it's just so we're getting off topic because I brought up the sex thing, but it is such a good game. No, really, like the story is great, the fighting is great. It it's you should play it. You should play it. I think it would be really fun for you. The
I
fighting
mean,
would be kind of
I
difficult, but
I'm kind of like asking like, Frank to find like a game we can play together, like with two like joystick, like, but he doesn't want to find it.
you
Like,
guys should
so,
play It Takes Two.
oh, is that the cooking one
No, Jen, would I
where you're
recommend?
in the restaurant?
No. It Takes Two. It Takes Two is a two-player game, and
Okay.
you both have to go through like these different obstacles, and you have to work together. So I think you
Ah,
guys.
you know what? I'm pretty competitive, like, and I think if I had like a shooting game and me and Frank are in the same team, I will try to kill him every time. So I need a game where we
Yeah,
don't
no,
play together as a team.
yeah, that no, it's you're as a team, and you have
Yeah,
to
I don't
work.
want to be a team.
Oh, you want to be against him?
Yes.
Then you can definitely, you should definitely um know fighting games.
Yeah, I like fighting games.
Yeah, so like Mortal Kombat or
I mean, but those are like the OG. They have them in the PlayStation. It wasn't
Mhm.
Nintendo.
No, they have them in
They have
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Yeah,
Yeah, like, I like stuff like that better. Like where we challenge each other, more than as a team. Because he will be yelling at me, telling me like, no, I told you you have to do this. You need to listen to me. Because he plays every day and I never play. Like the
yeah.
last time I played and my to go it's what's the name? Crash Bandicoot. So I'm
Oh,
stuck in the 90s.
you should play the Dragon Ball game that came out. I'm pretty sure he
Okay.
has it, but like he loves.
No, I don't think he has it yet.
No, it came out last. Dragon Ball
He,
Sparking.
no, he doesn't have it. Now he's like obsessed with this zombie game where he's like need to kill all these zombies and he go around with a motorcycle. And the most annoying part, and I don't know if you do this or not, you can tell me after I tell you this. He love the storyline. He always stay there and watch the storyline like it's like a fucking movie, and he never like get over it. When I play
Yeah.
games, I like to get to the point
No.
when I
So
just play.
there are certain games where you have to just watch like the story. Like so Red Dead Redemption is probably also one of my favorite games. Um that game will make you cry. Red Dead Redemption 2,
Hmm.
The Last of Us. Like there are certain games where the story is just so well written, and like you
Hmm.
fall in love with these characters that you don't want to skip. But then there are
Yeah.
like certain, there are certain games where it's like you don't mind like skipping
Yeah.
because it's just the main thing is like just getting to the action, right?
Yeah.
Um but
That's how I am.
there are certain games where you should just watch the story,
It's
because they
worth
put
it.
they put a lot of like time and effort into
Hmm.
making some of these.
When you play online, first of all, you still play online?
Mhm. I mean, I
You
haven't
still
played
do
anything in
streaming?
like a super long time. I feel like, well, the last game I played was this game called Peak, where that was just like playing with like your friends. You just try to climb up to the top of a mountain.
So
But
when you play online, right? You used to play in Twitch, if I'm not wrong.
Twitch, yeah.
And how that works? Like you stay online, you play a game that you want to play, or there are like games that you can choose and they're like in the platform. And do you play by yourself, or you usually play with the people that are in the chat?
So, so I started playing Twitch, not Twitch, but I started streaming on Twitch a long time ago, back when it was only about games.
Hmm.
So now on Twitch, you can do like whatever you want. You don't even need to be playing games. You could just be talking to the camera. You could be body
Polishing your
painting. You could
nails.
be doing whatever you want. You could be eating. But back when I started streaming, I was it was like 2013, 2014, and you only had like you can only play games. You
Hmm.
would even get an email sometimes if like you weren't playing a game, you would get like an email being like notified like this is against blah blah blah. Like you had
Oh,
to be
okay.
showing video games. And so back when I did it, I would just be playing game like I would be playing Call of Duty, I would be streaming. Sometimes I played by myself. Most of the time I played with viewers. Now when I stream, I for the most part I will play a game on my own and then like
Hmm.
have like the chat up and then like just talk to them while they're doing that. Every once in a while I do play games with friends, just like the one I
Hmm.
was saying before, Peak. So we were climbing up a mountain and then like my game would be on and then like they would the people I would be playing with like they would be in a game chat, so we'd be talking and stuff. But it just depends. Like you can do whatever you want, really nowadays.
I remember during COVID, you start doing like some challenging, and you raise like some money, right? For what was that for? For like some kids. I
Hmm.
remember you ate like scorpions or some shit
Yeah,
like that.
so I actually really enjoy doing those charity streams. So the one for COVID. So when COVID happened, I had taken a break from streaming for about 4 years. And then when the pandemic hit, I went back into streaming. I was playing Animal Crossing and I was like, well, let me take this time to kind of reconnect with like all my old friends. And it was so great, like the return, and everyone was just so welcoming, and it was just so nice to have like a community, like, and it helped me get through such a hard time.
Of
And
course.
because of that, I wanted to give back, and so you know I decided to do a charity stream for it was for the Association to Benefit Children, and it
Hmm.
helps like underprivileged children who might be like homeless, or like they don't have a place, or they're come from like broken homes. And so the goal was to raise $2,000,
Okay.
and we raised 4,000 in two
Wow.
days.
In two
So
days.
yeah. And
And where were the challenges? I remember because
so
the
yeah,
chat were
so
telling me.
basically like I had a whole tier list. Like if we hit $100, I would do this. If I hit $200, we would do this. So some of them were eat cat food. One of them was I would let the chat just pick a bunch of things from my fridge and then blend it all together. So it
There
was
are a
like they
bunch of
picked,
sick people out there.
yeah, I think it was like onions, it was mayonnaise, like ketchup, celery. It was just a bunch of really gross stuff. And I had to drink a whole glass of that. One
Oh,
of
wow.
them was uh, eat raw eggs, like five of them. And then
Oh, I could never do that.
that one was
That
really
fucking
difficult
grossed
because
me out.
I don't know. There was a plug here, and it just did not want to like take the egg yolk. I was like, but all of that was leading up to eating a tarantula and a scorpion. And so yeah, that was really really fun. So we did $4,000, and that
That's
was a
awesome.
really proud moment. I also did another charity stream
Mm-hmm.
So when the Maui wildfires happened,
Mm-hmm.
obviously being from Hawaii, I wanted to give back because, I know I'm not from Maui, but like I have a lot of friends who are from Maui. And, even one of my really good friends, she lost family members,
Oh
so
wow.
I wanted to do something. I feel like you don't have to have a big platform to want to just do some good. So uh, I think I ate I ate like wasabi and like, so I had like these little, I did a Mario stream with like some friends, and I just like cooked a bunch of like, not like high mushrooms, but like just regular mushrooms. And then
Mm-hmm.
if people donated money, I would let them choose either like the green mushroom or the red mushroom. So I would put like wasabi on the mushroom to make
Mm-hmm.
it like whatever. And then they could put like whatever fun stuff on it, like coconut flakes or something silly, but like
Yeah.
Mario themed. And I think I raised like $1,200 in that day.
But this is
Um,
crazy, like the fact then, like, it's kind of like controversial to me because you have people that are participating to this, you think because they wanna give back for your cause, or because they are a little bit crazy and they like to kind of control a person from far.
Maybe, I mean, I feel like, so the thing that I like to do, just because like I feel like people might just need a little push. Like you don't have to give a lot of money, but like maybe you just need to give them an incentive. So I'll be the little like guinea pig person, like,
Yeah,
like, oh, let me do all this weird stuff, and like you are entertained, but then also you're helping a great cause. So
it's a for a good cause, yes, of
yeah,
course.
so I don't
Oh, that
mind
that
eating.
sounds
I don't
fun.
mind
And
eating gross things if it helps
yeah,
benefit
no,
someone.
no, that was awesome. I don't feel like there are many people that would have done that. For sure, out there are like great people that have the same mentality as you, but it's not that common. So good for you. Like, you did like an amazing thing,
Thanks.
of course. And now I want to talk about the beautiful business that my beautiful friend Sarah have, which is called.
So I have a business called Nerdily Ever After. I plan and design weddings and events, but with a nerdy twist. So basically, I take nerdy stuff like Star Wars, anime, comics, and I fuse it in a way that's something modern, elegant, and wedding worthy. So basically, I want like the bride and groom to be able to showcase who they are, but ultimately, it's their wedding, so it needs to be not like tacky or
Personalized.
yeah,
Mhm.
like, but like when people think of like, oh, it's a nerdy wedding, their first thing would probably be thinking about something from like Party City or something like, kind of childish or like tacky, like for not like a
Yes.
better word. But so what I want to do is just I feel like we can't like I feel like nerds can have something beautiful but also still be
Elegant.
subtle enough that shows like that it's Harry Potter or Star Wars or anything, So yeah. And
What
it's been really great so far.
Yeah, what's the favorite wedding are you helping now, like that you're planning for?
So right now I'm planning so I'm designing elements for a wedding that's going to be Harry Potter and Spirited Away. So Spirited
So
Away
good.
is a
I
movie.
love Spirited
Oh,
Away.
okay. Yay. And you
Yes.
love Harry
I
Potter.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
those too. Yeah, for sure.
And so I did their invitations already. They
Hmm.
printed out beautifully. But I'm doing like their seating chart and their centerpieces and their little name cards. So instead of like
Hmm.
the names of the guests just being on paper, I'm like doing something else for them. But like the seating chart is going to be the bath tokens from like the movie.
Okay.
And if you can remember, and then it's going to be like on these ribbons, and then of course like the florals, and it's just going to be really really beautiful. So my business is really just because I'm a nerd. I feel like I've watched so many things, and I've always been creative. I can just my mind just overflows with like ideas. Like if someone tells me, "Oh, I want something like Lord of the Rings," or "Oh, I want something like Superman or even dinosaurs. I feel like I can create something that will still be wedding worthy,
Hmm.
just because I'm just a nerd at heart.
Yeah, you are very
you know.
creative. You're very
So
passionate about it, and you are very knowledgeable. So it's
yeah.
definitely like, come
And I
handy.
love
And
love. Like I just feel like I want the couple to just feel like this is completely their day and not just have to be forced to be have this cookie cutter wedding, like because again, you see so many things on Pinterest and it's really pretty, like all these like wedding design elements, but at the same time it's
Mhm.
like, well, how is it different from like that one, Like
Yes.
where's the couple in this? And so that's what I want to do for the people who are nerdy or a little different or who might be a little out of the box. Like I
Hmm.
want to give them the wedding of their dreams while still
Hmm.
showcasing them. So
Of
that's what
course.
I
No,
do.
that's very cool. I remember when I was planning my wedding, I wanted like, to place some Italian factor in there. But it was very difficult because everywhere you go, unless you find somebody then do all that personalized they can and you can talk to, you always gonna have the same thing, like even in Etsy,
Mhm.
like the same piece than other like 25 couple bought. Um, I wish you were doing that
I know.
already, kind of like full time when I get married,
Yeah.
so I could like personalize some like maybe not nerdy, but like some
Yeah, I
things
mean it
with
doesn't
you.
have to be like just nerdy. That is
Yeah.
that's the thing where like I love doing, but like I've already
Mm-hmm.
had other, couples who have asked me things that I'm not like familiar with. But again,
Mm-hmm.
because I have the creative like aspect, I can make something, and I've taught myself, 3D printing and 3D modeling. And so yeah, I wish I was doing this how I am now when you were getting married.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. I'm kind of like very curious to see the Harry Potter part because
It's
that's
gonna
like.
it's so the thing that I'm making you're gonna love. Like it's so pretty. Like I can't wait to show you. I have like flying keys, I have just like different elements, and it is still wedding worthy. Like it's still, you're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna think like, oh, I'm at like a kids thing, or I'm not
Yes.
at like this cosplay like thing. It's like, oh, I'm at a wedding, but look at this. Like this is, I can tell that this is Harry Potter or something. So
Yes,
yeah.
but it's true because as you say, like when you imagine like a nerdy wedding, you imagine literally
Like you
something
just
coming
can't
out.
help it because there's a
Now,
stereotype,
it's
like
very true.
you can't help but think like, oh, is everyone going to be dressed in costumes, and is this going to
Yeah,
be like,
exactly.
or like you're just going to like, you just think of like little like toys everywhere, but that's
Mm-hmm.
not what I do. Like I bring
Yes,
elegance and
yes,
beauty, but like still subtly like putting in nerdy
yes, of
elements. So
course.
yeah.
Keep speaking of nerdy Comic Cons.
Mm.
Are you still participate at Comic Cons? Are you still dressing up?
So I would love to go to Comic Con. So New York Comic Con is coming up in
It's called Comic
October.
Con. I'm sorry, I keep calling Comic Cons.
No, you're fine. I would love to go to like a major like convention. I don't know if I'll be able to go this year, but maybe next year. Maybe next year we can go together.
Maybe.
But I would love to dress up because now that I have like my 3D printer, I can print. Before I was
And
just making things out of EVA foam, which is what a lot of cosplayers do. It's like this foam, and then you paint it to make it look like
yeah, but your
armor or something.
costumes are fire. Like everything you made, it's fucking fire. Like your costume were like great.
Oh, thank you.
And how many time you think you went to this?
So when I was still living in Hawaii, I would go to like their conventions that they would
Mm-hmm.
have, like because each state has like their own thing. So I would go to the ones in Hawaii. I've been to a couple in Florida. Um, New York Comic Con I've been to. That was when like I really enjoyed that one because it was
I
the
remember that
biggest
one,
one that
yes.
I've ever been to. But I would love to go again next year. So
Mm-hmm. Next
I'm just
year, here in Miami
I mean, so
or in New
again,
York?
there's I feel like the big ones, you know, it's kind of just you're there to like really show off like your outfits, and then like you have different guests, like bigger name guests. But the
Mm-hmm.
thing that I like about the smaller conventions is that there are big guests sometimes, and you have more time with them. So like
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna share a story that's gonna sound
Mm-hmm.
like super like weird, but like okay, so this Batwing that I have, I got signed at the Florida SuperCon, by Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy is the GOAT. He is my Batman. He's the voice actor for Batman of the animated series. But like, I went to the Florida SuperCon. I got it signed. I was freaking out. But as I was walking around, some kid like smudged it. And so I literally was like about to cry right then and there. But then Mikey was like, "Oh, why don't you go see if he can like re-sign it?" So we went to go re-sign it. Like he was super cool. Like I waited in line and everything. I told him what happened. And what he did was that he licked his finger and he cleaned the smudge and then he re-signed it. And in my head, I was like, "Oh my God, I have Batman's DNA. Don't say this out loud. Don't say this out loud because you will be kicked out." But oh my God. I was like freaking out. And so
Yes,
that kind of stuff you would not be able to do at a big convention. Like there's no way
of
that you would be able
course.
to go and get something re-signed because like the lines are just so long. So something
Mm-hmm.
that I love about the small cons is that you have more one-on-one time with like the guests.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like that's my pride and joy, my Batman's DNA
That's
and
an
that.
awesome story.
Oh, but yeah.
And do you usually have like voiceovers actors or like producers or
It
actors?
so like it's so funny that, you know, a lot of people have celebrity crushes, and all of my crushes are not real. So
Yeah,
like it's I mean they're
I
real
see
to
that.
me, and but like I get really excited if there's like a certain voice actor
Mm-hmm.
that's at conventions. If I were to like meet certain real people, it would probably be like the writers of like certain comics
Mm-hmm.
that I read. But as for celebrity actors, I don't know if I have. I mean, Henry Cavill is like everyone's favorite. Like,
I
can't
mean, the whole cast of Harry Potter or like Stranger Things,
like
you know?
no, I wouldn't.
No?
I don't think I would get too like starstruck over celebrities nowadays. It would be mostly either comic book writers, voice actors,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
Yeah, I don't like,
artists.
in my case, it's not even like the fact that that person like is a celebrity, right? Let's say like you are at a con or it's called like this, right? Supercon,
Super, yeah,
and you have like a whole I don't know, bunch of actors from Harry Potter. It's not even because like they're a celebrity, it's because of the character.
mm,
I will still be like, hey, Harry Potter, can I have a
yeah,
because I don't even remember the name of this
yeah.
guy. To me, it's Harry Potter.
That would be me for if I were to ever meet Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That would
Hmm.
be he's like forever one of my like celebrity crushes, I guess, because I was
They married,
obsessed.
right?
Huh?
They are married.
Who?
They are a couple.
No, Spike
I
from
mean,
Buffy. No,
wait, which one is Spike? Is the blonde? Was that
the
one
blonde
blonde?
one. Yeah.
No, she's with the other one with
She's
the
with
dark
she's with
hair.
Freddie Prince Jr. Not in
Yes.
Buffy. He wasn't in Buffy. But he is the voice of one of my favorite Jedi.
Huh.
If you want to get
Which
into,
one?
oh my god, I'm such a nerd. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I'm happy because you said that yourself. This episode, it's fantastic because you are a nerd. I
Um,
got the perfect.
Freddie Prince Jr. is the voice of Kanan, who is one of my favorite Jedi from Star Wars Rebels. And I'm still mad at you,
I
Freddie
hate Star
Prince.
Wars. I hate Star
No,
Wars.
you should watch Star Wars Rebels. It's
I
really,
don't
really
like
good.
Star Wars. I think anything that take place in a space and people have ears like this is stupid.
What do you mean ears?
They have the ears like this. They have the elf ears. the people in Star Wars or Star Trek? You see, I'm
Oh,
not nerdy. That's Star Trek, I think.
so Star Trek, that's like the Vulcans.
Okay, Star Trek is that one when they have the ears like this, correct?
But also
And
Lord of the
Star Wars,
Rings.
I don't like Lord of the Rings either.
My heart.
I know, I'm sorry. But Star Wars, it's the blonde guy with with, like with the
They have
spades,
the
right?
lightsabers, yeah.
Yeah, no, not a fan of that either.
Well, you should watch Star Wars Rebels. And yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. is the
Ooh.
voice of one of my favorite Jedi. And he didn't come to Florida SuperCon. I got my armor and I got my Mandalorian helmet and I was going to meet you. And then you caught COVID. And then you canceled. And I'm upset with you.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure to send him this exact part.
No, don't,
so
because
he
it's
can
not his fault
apologize.
that he got COVID. It's not your fault. I'm sorry. I take it back. But like, if you ever come back to a convention, you gotta sign my stuff.
That's so funny. But you met Stan Lee, right?
No, I didn't meet Stanley.
But you see, who did you meet? You meet somebody old and took a picture with him.
Oh my gosh! Jen, not all old people are Stanley. That was Kevin Conroy. That was Batman.
He's the guy that you told me about right now. Then he leak off the
Yes,
thingy.
that's Batman.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know why I thought that was Stan Lee.
because he's old and white.
He died now, right?
He died. Yes, he
Not
passed
long
away.
ago.
It's been what, 3 years?
Yeah, like
4
not long
years?
ago. Yes, I remember you post the picture about him, and I don't know why
Kevin
I thought that was
Conroy.
Stan Lee.
He is literally my Batman. Whenever I read comics or anything, like his voice is who I hear in my head. He
Yeah.
is forever just the GOAT. And yeah, I got a picture with him. I have his DNA, his signature. It's literally my pride and joy in my collection. It's
How many pieces you think you have in your collection?
I mean, I have like a lot of like comics. I mean, I don't think I have like too many expensive things. I mean, some statues, they're like $300-400, but like there are some people who have like issue one. Like the only issue one that I have is like this new one here. It's from like this new Batman series that just came out not even a year ago. But I don't think I have anything super expensive. I just have a collection of things that I've collected throughout the years. Like I'm a huge art lover, so I have like a lot of art that I've collected from like conventions. I have like I don't collect every single pop known to man, just the ones that I like enjoy. But yeah, so I don't know. It's still growing though.
It's still growing.
It's still growing.
Got it. No,
Yeah.
because you have like many pieces, like whether it's a comics, whether it's like a poster, whether it's like little statue. How you call those little statues behind you?
Yeah, so these ones are like the little pop figures. But I do have like actual like statues and stuff of.
Yeah, I know. I saw on your profile, like I saw that.
I don't know how many pieces I actually have, but it's a lot.
Yeah, I think you have like more than 200.
Probably, because I mean, even just like individual comics, and then
yeah,
like Dragon Balls, Lego pieces.
Would you ever sell any of those things?
I mean, probably not. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it when I'm like dead, but maybe my kids will enjoy it or something.
Yeah, you can leave it in a will, but you're definitely gonna need a bigger house if that collection is growing.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, but that's awesome. Thank you so much for this fantastic teaching talk we had today. I promise I'm gonna try to watch a couple of the anime you suggested to me, and I know they're on Netflix, so I got it.
Castlevania. I feel like
there was another one. The other name was
so Castlevania, Jujutsu Kaisen, and then Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I like how that sounds, so I'm
Mhm.
probably gonna do that as
And
second.
don't listen to Frank. If you want to watch it in English, watch it in
I want.
English. Castlevania should be in English though, because it's not technically anime because it's anime styled, but it was created, I think, here in America. So
Okay.
if you want to throw that in his face.
Mhm.
But Jujutsu Kaisen, you can watch it in English. Like the English voices are totally fine.
Okay, will do, and I definitely gonna let you know.
Okay. Yay. Mwah.